Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a new Idle Huntress video. Today will be a Reginleif showcase. The anniversary event has started its second part, and so I'll go over all the new things that have been reset, as well as the new character Reginleif that is on the current banner. But before we start, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the YouTube channel. We are slowly approaching that 300 subscriber mark. And since we passed the 250 subscriber mark, I did make that Discord. So down below will be a link to the Discord. Everyone please join, and I hope to see you guys there. Without further ado, let's start this showcase. First things first is Fortune Cat. Fortune Cat resets the beginning of every month and gives players the option of getting more crystals than what they put in. On the screen right now is a chart showing the different stages of crystals that are required and how many crystals you're projected to get out each turn. Overall, you're going to need around 24,000 crystals to get all 5 turns done. And you're projected to get around 8,000 to 10,000 crystals out of this event. So definitely in the future, always make sure you have 24,000 crystals before the next month starts so that you can play Fortune Cat to its completion. Right now, the Zenji and Don Quixote banners are out. You can check out my Zenji video for more information on her, but Don Quixote, I will not be making a video on her. You do not need to roll for her. If you need a wind tank, go for it, but majority of the game, you do not need her. Quickly, here is her skills. She's only really used in Dragon Attack due to her 4th star, and as you can see at level 3, that 20% attack gives up to 200% attack for your team, which you really don't need to use her in anything outside of Dragon Attack, so definitely it is not a must, and you can pass up on her. Activeness event has also reset, so do make sure to take a look at all the quests to complete the points to get nice coins so that you can get the EE materials. Also, special missions have not reset, so do take a look, see if you want to do more pulling, or if you have leveled up your account any further to collect those rewards. Discount shop, same thing. Only buy the things that require gold. The total spending and total top-up have also reset for the next 2 weeks, so do make sure you plan out your spending accordingly, and don't spend more than you can afford, obviously. This is going to be your best bet in collecting event coins so you can play Sharpshooter event, so definitely play that so you can get all the great rewards. However, it does get progressively more expensive as you go up because they do make the rates harder. And now moving on to the main event, Reginleif. So she is out for the next 2 weeks. On the other part of this banner, she is a light and defensive unit because she is an absolute tank for 2 turns depending on her EE, but there you go, this is her cinematic. What a fantastic animation. I think it's better than most other ones, and here we go. Hopefully you saved up a lot of light dark unit tickets so that you can roll for her without spending too much money. Here is a quick look at her level 200 stats, as well as we will look at her skills. Also, I will be mentioning Reginleif's name as Angel just because that is easier. Her first skill, Final Greetings. Angel swiftly hacks 5 times at the enemy with the lowest HP percentage, each time dealing 75% of her attack and physical damage, with a 25% chance to add 1 stack of Judgment Mark. Level 2, physical damage increases to 100% of attack, and chance to add a Judgment Mark increases to 50%. Level 3, physical damage increases to 150% of attack, and chance to add a Judgment Mark increases to 75%. So this first skill is setting up her passive Judgment Marks, which I'll get into in a second, but also focusing the enemies with the lowest HP to finish them off. Next, her Ultra skill, Sky Glide Cross. Level 1, Reginleif spreads her wings and shuttles through the air at dealing 200% of her attack and physical damage to the enemy column with the most targets, and 200% of her attack and physical damage to the enemy row with the most targets. Then drops down to deal 300% of her attack and physical damage to all enemies. Each round of damage inflicts 1 stack of Judgment Mark onto the target. Level 2 increases the first 2 rounds of physical damage to 300% of attack, and the final round of damage to 450% of attack. Level 3 increases the first 2 rounds of physical damage to 400% of attack, and the final round of physical damage increases to 600% of attack. Yeah, so this Ultra skill is going to wipe most boards, and as you can see, we just pulled Reginleif in this pulling clip. Fantastic animation. Fantastic job, and that was at the 70th roll, just to give reference. So you're going to be pulling 1 copy for around every 60 or 70 pulls. Now her passive, Judgment at Dusk. Level 1, when a target has been afflicted with 3 stacks of Judgment Mark by Reginleif, Reginleif will deliver Judgment, dealing 100% of attack and true damage, and clearing all 3 stacks of Judgment Mark. Level 2, true damage increases to 200% of attack. And level 3, true damage increases to 300% of attack, and if the Judgment eliminates the target, 1 stack of Judgment Mark will be inflicted on all enemies. To those who don't know what true damage is, it is going to be pure absolute damage. No buffs, no debuffs, and no nothing can stop this damage from inflicting onto the enemy. So if the enemy has a lot of defense, it is ignored. So Reginleif is doing pure absolute mad damage to the enemy. Her second passive, Holy Relic. Level 1, Reginleif possesses incredible strength, increasing her attack by 18% and crit by 3.5%. Level 2, attack increases to 25% and crit increases to 5%. Level 3, attack increases to 30% and crit increases to 6%. So good attack and crit buffs overall. And lastly, her exclusive equipment, which is the bread and butter of her kit. Inviolable. Level 1, HP increases 18%, hit increases to 5% at level 2, and level 3 final damage increases to 6%. Her EE30 at level 4, at the start of the battle, Reginleif becomes immune to debuffs and damage for 1 turn, meaning she is untouchable for the first turn. At level 5, at the start of battle, Reginleif becomes immune to debuffs and damage for 2 turns, right? And then finally at level 6, at the start of the battle, Reginleif becomes immune to damage for 2 turns and permanently immune to debuffs. So for the whole match, she cannot be debuffed. This is absolutely insane, and meaning she will withstand all ultra skills the enemy team has to throw at her. So I will go into it, but you need to build her slow so that she goes last, so that she's taking all the hits from everybody and can go last and deal all the damage to everybody once they're finished their skills. Lastly, for kit stuff, we have her runes. You need 4 fire runes so that you can get the 25% attack and 4.5% damage. You want to build her slow once again, so HP, attack, final damage, and crit. For badges, you want to get an attack and crit badge. Once again, you do not need a speed badge on her, so you want to build her straight DPS and crit. Now for the Discord info from the unofficial Discord. Your recommended breakthrough is 6-star because she is a light unit. You have to full pull her, which is a 950 pulls. Where she used PvP, she's the PvP queen. You can also use her in story as well as tower, because tower and story have a lot of really annoying characters that wipe your team usually in the first 2 turns of play. We're going to slowly break down why she's so important. So first, her EE skill. If you're going to pull for Angel, you have to EE40 her, if not EE50 her. She has to withstand the ultra skills of the enemy team on turn 2, or else she will die, even though she has invulnerability on the first turn. She will not kill her opponents in the first turn. Because of this EE, it's essentially a cheat, and even when UR units start coming out, she's still a popular unit due to the fact that she just cannot be hurt in the first 2 turns of play. Second point, she has humongous damage at turn 1 and turn 2. Her skill deals 750% of physical attack to the lowest HP unit, as well as 90% chance to inflicting 3 marks of judgment, which, if inflicted, deals another 300% true damage. And once again, true damage will ignore all defense stats. It will not ignore Take Shield, but it will eat right through it, so do keep that in mind. Her ultra skill is designed to absolutely obliterate most columns and rows, especially even her final attack on that ultra skill will deal damage to all enemies, and especially dealing extra marks of judgment. Okay, now for her weaknesses. Although Angel is invincible for the first 2 turns, she still becomes vulnerable after turn 3 and onwards. Therefore, if you are able to withstand the first 2 turns of her absolute assault, then you still have a chance. This includes Chiome, Date, Catherine, and whoever has really strong debuff mitigations like Loki, Hannibal, Honda, the twins, and Takanaka. However, if the opponent is a whale, they can and still will obliterate your team. Once again, to pull for her, definitely do not if you are not a spender. If you are a whale, go for it. You will have one of the strongest units in the game. But if you cannot afford to 6-star her, meaning $1,500, do not even attempt. If you want to collect her, go for it. It'll cost you around $100 because you can get the $100 pack in the store, or roughly 60 to 70 ticket pulls if you were saving up through the events. We will now be discussing play-by-plays of high-level Reginleif footage. So this is a clanmate who has her at 3 stars, absolutely obliterating me. My teammates are just trying to set up their defenses, but as you can see, because she's immune to 2 turns of damage, nothing is happening to her. She's getting absolutely wailed on by my team, but they will soon perish. See, yeah, no damage. Nothing affects. Okay, now she opens her ultra skill, and boom, half my team has just been wiped because of the cross formation, because it's against a Take team, and my team slowly whittles her away because we have the Helen put up another Take shield, and because she is no longer invulnerable, my team can still damage her and manages to actually get the kill. Right there. A low-level Reginleif will not completely win the game, but we will soon see what a high-level Reginleif looks like. This is a max Reginleif footage from the Discord. As you can see, boom, she applied the judgment marks and absolutely destroyed that Thor. Not a problem. The enemy team is still trying to do damage to her, but once again, they can't do anything. It's kind of silly just watching them wail on something. And as they're wailing on her, the judgment marks are still applied. And then we get the ultra skill. She then dashes through the enemy lines. The judgment marks are now applied, killing Octavius and Junke, removing the Takashiro on the Robin Hood. Robin Hood tries to get the snare, can't get it because she's immune to all debuffs. Slaps the Robin Hood in the face, applies another judgment mark, and gets the final kill with her first skill. To wrap things up, Reginleif is a one-stop shop to solo any team at EE 50 and 6 stars. She is not something to be messed with, and I'm curious to see her fight against some high-level dates. And that wraps it up for the showcase. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. I also want to see you guys join the Discord. Please join the Discord. I can't wait to talk and chat and discuss the game with you guys, or play any other games. Who knows? But here we go. Here are the wrap-up of her images and her skills. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.